Hello everyone, welcome back to Physics online classes for class 11 students. Let us continue chapter 2 units and measurement. So today I am going to discuss error in measurement part 4. We already studied what is error, what are the classifications of error, what are the three types or three methods in systematic error, and also we solved some numerical problems regarding absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. So in the previous class, I solved two problems regarding error in measurement and I had given two problems as a homework. I hope you all solved the problem. Now I will give you the solution for those two problems and we will continue the remaining part of error in measurement. These two questions were given as an assignment in the previous class. You can read these questions. Following are the observed length of the rod 2.12 cm, 2.14 cm, 2.16 cm, 2.18 cm. Find absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. So these two problems again I am going to solve in today's session. You can check the answers of third and fourth problem. So we already know that absolute error is difference between mean value and measured value. Mean absolute error is that is delta A bar is equal to mod of delta A1, delta A2, delta A3 so on up to delta AN divided by N. That means mean of all absolute error where we are going to take only positive magnitude. And the third one is relative error. It is the ratio of absolute error to the mean value which is denoted by delta A is equal to delta A bar divided by A bar. And last one is percentage error. So when relative error is multiplied by 100, we will get percentage error. Now we can solve third problem. You can observe the solution of the third problem here. The first question is mean value. So A bar equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on up to AN divided by N. This is the mean value. Here totally 4 readings are given. So adding all these 4 trials or the readings divided by 4. Suppose 5 readings are given. We have to sum all the 5 readings divided by 5. Suppose 3 readings are given. Sum of all the 3 readings divided by 3. That gives mean value or average value. So 2.12 plus 2.14 plus 2.16 plus 2.18. These are the given measured value. Divided by 4. That gives mean value. So mean value means it is denoted by A bar. A bar equal to we got 2.15 centimeter. You can check your answer. Mean value is how much? 2.15 centimeter. Then second point, absolute error. We know that absolute error is denoted by delta A. So delta A equal to mean value minus measured value. So mean value we already calculated. We got 2.15 centimeter minus of measured value. So we got the value of delta A1 as 0.03 centimeter, delta A2 0.01 centimeter, delta A3 minus 0.01 centimeter, delta A4 is minus 0.03 centimeter. So these are the values of absolute error. Then third point, mean absolute error, which is denoted by delta A bar is equal to mod of delta A1 plus mod of delta A2 so on up to mod of delta AN divided by N. This is what? Mean value of absolute error where we consider only positive magnitude. So we have to take mod. So here delta A bar equal to the first absolute error we got delta A1 is 0.03 plus mod of 0.01 plus mod of minus 0.01 that will become plus 0.01. So we are using mod here. Then similarly plus mod of minus 0.03 and it will also become plus 0.03 divided by 4. So the final mean absolute error we got delta A bar is equal to 0.02 centimeter. This is mean absolute error. Then the fourth question is relative error. So delta A is equal to, we know the equation, delta A bar divided by A bar. That means mean absolute error divided by mean value. Substitute the value here. Delta A bar we got 0.02 centimeter divided by A bar means mean value. We are having 2.15. Dividing these two values, we will get relative error, that is 0.0093 centimeter. This is relative error. When it is multiplied by 100, so we will get percentage error as 0.93%. So what is the mean value? A bar equal to 2.15 centimeter. Mean absolute error is delta A bar equal to 0.02 centimeter. Relative error is how much? 0.0093 centimeter. Then last one, percentage error, we got 0.93%. You can check your result here. This is the proper solution for question number 3. Then come to the fourth question. You can read the fourth question. The time period of oscillation of simple pendulum in an experiment is recorded as. So these are the 5 trials or the 5 readings taken in the simple pendulum experiment that you are going to do in PUC first year physics laboratory. So now here the readings are given: 2.56 second, 2.62 second, 2.70 second, 2.58 second and 2.45 second. So these are the given readings. Here we have to calculate average diameter, absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. So you already solved the third question. Similarly, you can solve the fourth question. Now I am going to give you directly the result of the fourth question. You can observe the fourth question. Mean value we can get 2.52 seconds. Mean absolute error we got 0.062 seconds. Relative error is 0.024 second. And at last percentage error we got 2.4%. So directly I had given the results of the fourth problem. So you can solve yourself. You can take the example of first 3 problems that I have solved. So this is all about error in measurement. Now these problems are related to absolute error, mean absolute error, relative error and percentage error. Right? So now I am going to continue error in measurement next part. See here, propagation of error, propagation or combination of error. See here, the combination of errors is explained under various mathematical operations. Mathematical operations means you can take addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and etc. So these are the mathematical operations. The combination of error is explained under various mathematical operations and the maximum possible error in each mathematical operation is calculated as follows. So in the given mathematical operation, here we are going to find maximum possible error. The maximum error we can calculate in the given mathematical operation. So this is propagation of error or combination of errors. So you can observe the following mathematical operations. The first one is error in addition, or we can take it as a sum. Second one, error in subtraction, that is difference. Third one, error in multiplication, let us take it as a product. Fourth one, error in division, that is quotient. Fifth one, error in power of a physical quantity. And the last one, error due to powers of physical quantity in the general case. Now we can study the maximum possible error in the following mathematical operations. Now let us start with error in addition. See here, error in addition. If x and y are 2 individual physical quantities, let us consider there are 2 physical quantities x and y. What is physical quantity? The quantity which can be expressed in terms of numbers. When the quantity is expressed in terms of numbers, we can call it as physical quantity. So here in general, x and y are 2 individual physical quantities. to be added. When x and y are added, then we can get the resultant physical quantity as z. Then we can write z equal to x plus y. X and y are two individual physical quantity. When they are added, we can get the resultant. In general, we can take it as z. What is z? Z is the resultant. And x and y are, these two are physical quantities. So this is what addition. Now it can be shown that the maximum possible absolute error in z is, suppose if I am going to add two quantities, for example, let us consider 4 and 2. These two are physical quantity. Let us take it as 4 kg and this is 2 kg. So when we add these two numerical value, the final answer is how much? 6 kg. 4 plus 2 is how much? 6 kg. That is x plus y is equal to z. So z is the resultant of physical quantity. Z equal to how much we got? 6 kg. Here, when we add these two numerical value, what is the maximum possible error in the resultant? How much error we can get in z value? How to find the maximum possible error in the resultant value? So, in addition, that error is given by the equation delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. What is the equation? Delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. Using this equation, we can find the maximum possible error. Delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. Delta x, delta y and delta z. These are the absolute error, maximum absolute error in x, y and z. See here, 4 kg, 2 kg, 6 kg. What are these? X, y and z value. How to find the error in these value? Suppose x value is 4 kg, that may be plus or minus 0.2 kg. That may be 4.2 or 3.8. This is what? Error. And let us take y value. This is what? X value. Let us consider y value as 2 kg. So 2 plus or minus, that may be 0.1 kg difference. That may be 2.1 or 1.9. So this is what? X and y value. Now we have to find z value. So here how to find z value? We know the z equation. Z equal to x plus y. So in place of x and y, we can write 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. This is x, y and z. In place of delta x and delta y, we can write delta x, small error, or the error in x is delta x. So we can write 0.2. Error in y is 0.1. So this is what? Delta x plus delta y. Then what is the value of delta z? 0.2 plus 0.1 is how much? 0.3. So this 0.3 is absolute error in x, y and z. That means the total answer is 6 kg. In 6 kg, we may have 0.3 kg of error. So this is error in addition. So where delta x, delta y and delta z are absolute error in x, y and z respectively. Here, when two physical quantities are added, the maximum absolute error in the resultant physical quantity is equal to the sum of absolute error in individual physical quantities involved. That means, whenever you are going to add two physical quantities, just like 4 plus 2 equal to 6 kg. Here, the result 6 kg, it is equal to what? The sum of absolute error in 4 kg as well as 2 kg. Because of error in x and y, we will get error in resultant, that is z. Is it clear? This is what error in addition. So, you will get more clarification later when I'm going to take certain examples. Then second point is error in subtraction or difference. Here also, if x and y are two individual physical quantities to be subtracted. In the first case, we added x and y, but here we are going to subtract x and y. When we subtracted x and y, then z is the resultant physical quantity. Z equal to x minus y. That means if I am going to take x equal to 4 kg, y equal to 2 kg, then z equal to how much? 4 minus 2. We will get 2 kg. So this is the value of z. It can be shown that the maximum possible absolute error in z. So how to find absolute error, maximum error in the resultant quantity? X value is given 4 kg. Here the error may be plus or minus 0.2 kg. In the y quantity or in y physical quantity, the error is 0.1 kg. Right? So x minus y gives z value. Right? X minus y, that gives z value. Then how to find error? Using the equation delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. So this is difference or the subtraction, but remember error in addition, error in subtraction. Whenever you are going to take mathematical operations, always the errors are added, they never be cancelled. Errors are always added. So here I can find delta z equal to, what is the value of delta x? First I can write delta x is how much? Plus or minus 0.2 kg. Delta y is plus or minus 0.1 kg. Now how to find delta z? Delta z means what? Delta x plus delta y. That means 0.2 plus 0.1. What is the answer? 0.3 kg. So, the total answer of Z is how much? 2 kg. In 2 kg, there is a absolute error of 0.3 kg. That may be plus or that may be increasing or decreasing. Anyhow, plus or minus 0.3 kg is the maximum absolute error in the given physical quantities. Remember, dear students, errors are always added. They never cancelled. That may be addition or subtraction. Errors are always added. That's why in addition also we are using the same equation. That is delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. In subtraction also we are using the same equation. Delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. What are delta x, delta y and delta z? These are absolute error in x, y and z respectively. So, this equation can be written in the statement form. You can observe the sentence when two physical quantities, that is x and y, when they are subtracted, that is x minus y, the maximum absolute error in the resultant physical quantity, that is z, it is equal to sum of absolute errors in individual physical quantities involved. So delta z equal to delta x plus delta y. So this is all about error in subtraction. So now I will give you some example to understand error in addition, error in subtraction. Remember the mathematical operation, that may be addition or subtraction, absolute errors are always added. See here, in the process of addition or subtraction, sum or difference, the absolute error are always added. Absolute errors are always added. They never be cancelled. Remember, errors are always added. Never cancelled. They never cancelled each other. It is always added. These 2 points we have to remember to understand error in addition and subtraction. See here, suppose X, it is a physical quantity. It is having error plus or minus delta X. Suppose if I am using addition, X plus or minus delta X plus, this is addition operation, plus I can take another quantity Y plus or minus delta Y is the error in this physical quantity. So first equation we can use Z equal to X plus Y. This equation we can use here. Z equal to what? X plus Y. How to write the equation? We can take X plus Y. What is the resultant? Z. Z equal to, we can take it as X plus Y. Then what is the error in Z? Error in Z is, let us take it as delta Z. How to find error in the resultant physical quantity? Delta Z equal to, we can take plus or minus. This is what? Error that may be increased or decreased, plus or minus. So error in X is delta X. Errors are always added. So plus delta Y. So this is the resultant physical quantity which is having maximum absolute error. I will give you one example. You can observe here. Let us consider 3 terms A, B and C. The distance between A and B is, let us consider 112 centimeter plus or minus 2. And the distance between B to C, here B to C is having the distance 150 centimeter plus or minus 3 centimeter. That may be, there is a certain error, plus or minus 3. See here, the distance between A to B is how much? 112 centimeter. That may be 114 or 110 because there is a error of plus or minus 2. And similarly, the distance between B to C is 150 centimeter. So there is a error. So that may be 153 centimeter or 147 centimeter. Now let us find the distance between A to C. A to C is how much? See here, A to B is given how much? 112 plus or minus 2 centimeter. Then B to C distance is 150 centimeter plus or minus 3 centimeter. Now we have to find A to C. What we have to do now? To find the total length, we can go for mathematical operation is addition. So addition means I can write the answer. We know that Z equal to X plus Y. That means A to B plus B to C. Here first we can write the actual values. Z equal to X plus Y. Z equal to X value means we can take 112 plus Y value is 150. These are the actual value. So 112 plus 150, we will get how much? Z equal to 262 centimeter. So this is Z value. Now we have to find error in Z. That means we can use the equation delta Z equal to delta X plus delta Y. So delta Z equal to, what is the value of delta X? This is 2 centimeter plus delta Y is 3 centimeter. So we will get delta Z equal to 5 centimeter. Then how to write the result? Result means, see here, the resultant value Z is equal to, or Z plus or minus delta Z is equal to 262 centimeter plus or minus 5 centimeter. This is the resultant value. So in this way we have to calculate error in addition. So what is the answer? 262 centimeter, that is the distance between A to C. There is an error of plus or minus 5 centimeter. Is it clear? Now I will give you one more example to understand the mathematical operation subtraction. See here, let us consider the distance between A to C is given 275 plus or minus 5 centimeter. This is total distance between A to C. Let us consider the distance between A to B is 112 plus or minus 2. Now we have to find the distance between B to C. How to find the distance between B to C? See here I can write BC is equal to total distance AC minus half of the distance AB. AC minus AB gives BC value, right? Now we can use error in subtraction method. AC minus AB. What is the value of AC? Here it is given 275 plus or minus 5 centimeter. Minus AB value is given 112 plus or minus 2 centimeter. So this is what? X delta X, Y delta Y. Whether we have to add or subtract, we have to subtract. That is Z equal to X minus Y, actual values. So 275 minus 112, we have to subtract. What is the answer? 275 minus 112, that gives 163. This is the value of Z. Now we have to find error in Z. That means we have to take the values 5 and 2. This is what Z value. Z equal to how much we got? 163 centimeter. Now delta Z equal to, for subtraction we can take delta X plus delta Y. Remember errors are always added. Don't write negative sign here. Errors are always added, but the actual values we can subtract. 275 minus 112, we got 163. Now delta X value is given 5 plus delta Y value is given 2. 5 plus 2, this may be plus or minus. So 5 plus 2 is how much? 7. Right? So now we can write the final answer, that is 163 centimeter. This is 163 centimeter plus or minus 7 centimeter is the error in subtraction. Is it clear? So this is all about error in addition and subtraction. In the next session, we can study about error in multiplication as well as error in division. Remember, in addition and subtraction, to find maximum error, always absolute errors are added. That is delta Z equal to delta X plus delta Y. That may be addition or subtraction. So let us continue error in multiplication and division in the next class. Thank you.